I've got a brand new watch here. It's the Hit 21. That's the reference number. It's the Wise Hitman. For those who know, I've already reviewed this watch, but this has got 3 major changes. And if you can't already see it, I'll explain it. 2 of them are really welcome. I really like. 1 of them, not so much. But I'm going to share that with you guys. So let's run the intro and let's check out this brand new model, the Hit 21 from Wise. Welcome back, guys. So as you can see here, I've got the Wise Hitman, reference number Hit 21. This has been sent out to the channel. We don't have to send this one back. And there's 3 major changes that they've done on this watch. And like I said at the intro, 2 of them I really like. I really like what they've done. 1 of them, not so much. But I'm going to share that with you guys. For those who don't know, that's the Wise Hitman. I reviewed the blue version of this. And I actually purchased this with my own money. I like the green and black, it was quite nice, but the new version has got quite a few changes to it. So I'm going to speak to you guys. Well, firstly, the specs haven't changed as far as the size, and the dimensions were really nice. The 41mm case diameter, case height coming in at 12.3, lug to lug of 48, and the lug width of 20. So they've stayed exactly the same, which has been great. But the main differences that have changed on this watch, well, visually, the first thing that you can probably see, there's no date. So this is a no date complication NH38. So instead of the original NH35 with a date at the 3, they've gone and opted and done an NH38, which is, look, to me, that's great, because I like to pick up watches without date complications. Just set the time, away you go. Really nice. So that's a more balanced approach, I think, as far as the dial's concerned. But not only that, if you look at this dial, you've basically got a grey gradually fading out to black towards the rim. So it's like a fume dial, and I think it works. And I think it really works, especially for this watch, because having this particular one here that I've basically, since new I've had this, and I've been wearing it. And one of my long-term observations of this watch is that I really would have loved if that bezel would have been a little bit thicker, as far as, you see how slender it is, and it seems to make the dial look very big. So what they've done with this one, same bezel size, but that fume sort of graduation of that dial makes the bezel, or makes the dial and your eyes concentrate in, which is very pleasing. So I like what they've done on a visual aspect on the new watch, on the new model, which is really cool. But the third change, guys, the third change that they've done with this watch is that crown. And you're thinking, well, what changed? It looks the same. Well, it does. On this one it does, but they've got 2 models they've released. This one and the left-hand side crown. And when they said to me, look, we're going to send you one, I said, look, send me the right hand. I'm not really a left-hand side crown person. I don't wear watches with left-hand side crowns, but I can see what they've done. They're accommodating for guys who either wear the watch on their right hand, or guys who love a left-hand side crown. So now, although that's pretty cool, for me, it's not my cup of tea. I don't really like left-hand side crowns. I've always, visually, I just think aesthetically it works for me having a watch on the right-hand side. It just works much nicer for me. That's it. Appeal wise, I just think it's more balanced. But look, each to their own. I suppose offering, imagine Seiko, for argument's sake, or Citizen or Casio, these companies could offer, watch the same model, like an SKX. Imagine having an SKX or a Turtle and having the crown at the 4 o'clock and saying, you know what, we're going to let you have it at the 8 o'clock. Great. Fantastic. So I think that's what they've done with this model, being one of their most popular selling models. They've basically offered a different variation for their buyers, which is pretty cool. But let's get away from that. If you notice on this watch, guys, there's a rubber strap on it. This is called the Jetfire strap, and it's an FKM rubber strap. And I'll tell you what, me personally, I've actually purchased my own. I actually purchased my own from them. I think these are so good. And guys, it's not a sale job. I paid my own money for this stuff. These are brilliant. These are excellent. These are really good. And this particular one here is a what's it called? It's a, I think, Paisan or Pasan. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm probably pronouncing it wrongly. I think this suits these watches really well. The comfort factor is fantastic. So, offering these sort of things is really cool for watches, a different variety of straps, and I think major brands can learn from this, because usually you see a major brand, they'll sell you a watch, it's got the watch head, possibly a bracelet or a rubber strap, and that's it. But having different types of variations for that model is really cool. But they also offer this watch with this strap, which to me, I don't like. I actually don't like this leather strap at all. I've tried it, I've used it. It feels, I'll be honest with you guys, it feels synthetic. And pretty much because it is. I mean, visually it does look good. Visually, I think the color works well. It does do a decent job on that watch head. But yeah, honestly, if I was to spend the money buying a watch like this, I'd be going for something like this. These are exceptional. I use these particular straps on my other watches. I don't know if you've noticed in some of my other videos, I've put these on my other watches, and they're great. This one here I wear a lot on my Meistersinger. I think it works really well. Even this one. So they're just really comfortable, fantastic straps. And today was about this watch, but I'm actually showing you these straps only because I'm so overwhelmed with them. I'm so happy with what these things offer. So a watch like this, I actually like its aesthetics. I like what they've done. I actually prefer it over the original. Although this is mine, like I said, ceramic, bezel, sapphire crystal, they're both exactly the same size dimensions. I just think this looks better. It actually looks smaller on the wrist. This has a bigger presence on the wrist, and for me, I like watches that look a little bit more petite, so that's more suited to my style. But as far as on the wrist, what it looks like, it's got a wonderful presence. The footprint is fantastic at 41 mil, 48 lug to lug. The height, not an issue whatsoever, 12.3 mil. So having an NH38, no date, I really, really like that. And I think this is how they actually should have released. I think I mentioned it in my original review. This is how they should have released the watch to start off with. I think that's what it needed. And I know a lot of people complained about the actual, the name, Wise Hitman. And you know what? It is what it is. For me, I look at aesthetics and visuals, and that never actually bothered me. It never bothered me on any of their models, but it is what it is, guys. Everyone's got a personal subjective view. As far as design wise goes, I like it. I like the quality finish. And for the price, these things with this particular Jetfire strap comes in at 299 bucks. So for 299, for the quality finish alone, I love this. For the quality of case, finishing, the bezel is one of the best bezels out there, and I've mentioned that before. It lines up, let's have a look, perfect, spot on. Naturally, the lume on this is also one of the best in the biz. It's absolutely exceptional. It features Super Luminova BGW9. It lasts. It's really, really good. So, there's so many positives, and again, it all comes down to aesthetics and subjective views of what people like and don't. And guys, I've had so many watches in my hands, and it comes down to quality finish. And for me, this is really right up there. It really is. Case finishing, attention to detail, tolerances. I can't fault this watch. So everything else is subjective as far as visuals. If you like it, you don't. It is what it is. So just wanted to share this with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. I think the new look, for me, it's different. It's more in line with visually having a nicer sort of a look to get your attention on that dial and get your attention. That the balance, I think, is much nicer now as far as what that bezel looks like. Although it is the same size bezel, I just think maybe it looks better. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. This is the Hit 21. This is the right hand side crown. Like I said, they've got the left hand side crown, new movement without the date, as well as a nice graduated dial. So something different. Everything about this I like. I don't mind the crown on the left. It's not really my cup of tea, but this I don't like. I just think this is a generic, cheapish sort of a strap. And look, I'm being honest, that's exactly how I feel about this. I wouldn't be putting it on, not for me. I'd be wearing it on rubber, or even possibly swap it out and put the original bracelet that I had on this onto that. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you all in the next video.